That tradition continues. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Okay, so I got the Muxie bar up. Everything's good. Thank you, Hidden Wolfang, for the 10 bits. I really appreciate it. It's funny, I actually realized after doing this for like 6 days now, this must be what it's like to be a radio DJ. I've always wondered, like, what is it like to be a radio DJ? Actually, I'm going to move this camera a little closer. This morning I'm actually shooting on the Sony FDR AX53 Handycam plugged into an AVIO 4K capture card. So, and you guys want to know why that is? Thanks for the host, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Unwell Skellington, for the 137 bits. Hopefully you guys accumulated some bits from the ad that I ran right before I started the stream. I think I'll probably do that every morning, just during the intermission for the 15 minutes or whatever I'm getting everything set up. I might run a couple of ads here and there so that you guys can accumulate some bits so that you can chuck them in the cup, and that way you guys don't have to buy bits, because buying bits is for poor people. It just is. People that buy bits. You know who you are. Let's see. Travers Media just subscribed to Twitch Prime. I think it's Traversy Media just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. You guys actually helped me out a lot. Actually, we hit a cool milestone today. All right, you want to know what that milestone is? This is cool. I woke up to this. We hit, hold on, let me open it up here. We have over 200. Now we're at 217 patrons. So for those of you guys that don't know, YouTube ad revenue system's kind of gone to shit. So I've moved over to Patreon so that people can support me directly if they want. Here, I'm going to turn this light panel so it's actually putting light on my face. Hey, thank you, Elliot, for the $5 tip. I will try to keep up the good work and the bad work and all the work in between. UAGX DJ Sarge just gave 10 bits. That is wonderful. We have 372 live viewers right now. It looks like we're gearing up to have an actual pretty good turnout today. I'm not going to lie. Waking up this morning was hard, guys. It was hard. You want to know why it was hard to wake up? Because I stayed up till 2 a.m. like a dumbass, because I've been trying to get to bed early so I could wake up and do this stream easier. And I went to bed at 2 because I had to watch Family Guy. Okay, I had to. It was on the TV. I had to do it. Let's see. Ethereal NY. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you, Matt, aka Boss Raccoon, for your $5 donation. Getting that tip bar rolling. Let's see here. Oh, I want to start off the stream with an amendment to yesterday's stream. And that amendment is, I did a little bit more research on the whole purple situation. I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, and we're not going to make this stream about purple, but this is a life lesson that I learned that I need to share with you guys, because admitting when I'm wrong is important. And it turns out that Purple is suing the YouTuber for a bunch of other crap. It has nothing to do with him actually giving them a bad review or talking about the powder in their mattress. But so that guy's kind of a piece of shit himself. But so I feel bad that I defended him yesterday, because I defended a YouTuber, and you guys can understand, as me being a YouTuber, there's kind of like this, this need to protect somebody who does the same thing that you do, presumably for a living. But at any rate, the guy is a complete piece of shit. But, and there's a big but here, so is Purple Mattress. Purple Mattress is still a big piece of shit, because they didn't talk about the powder at all when they manufactured their mattresses, the powder that could be inhaled from inside of the mattress. And now they're coming forward and making grandiose statements like it's okay to breathe this powder, this plastic polyethylene powder. You can just breathe it, and it's fine, and you can eat it and breathe it, and it's never going to hurt you. And I'm like, if you breathe flour in your kitchen, if you breathe enough flour in your kitchen, it will hurt your lungs. You can't just go around saying that it's okay to breathe however much powder you want. And they say in their testing that, like, the powder was like at a very safe level. I'm sorry, polyethylene plastic is not safe to breathe. It's not. I don't give a shit what the FDA says. Breathing plastic is bad. So anyways, Purple's a piece of shit. The guy that's getting sued by Purple is also a piece of shit. Everybody's a piece of shit. Oh my gosh. But anyways, that's pretty much where I'll leave it at the Purple situation. And it's blowing up the internet. Like, Reddit is just completely covered with this story. Everybody's going batshit crazy over this whole Purple scenario. And you can see why. There's two sides to it, right? I mean, one side you see a YouTuber who's getting attacked. But on the other side, you see a company that's trying to protect their image But then the company that's trying to protect their image is also being really wonky with their advertisement and saying a lot of falsehoods and giving a lot of people and not really addressing people's concerns. So yeah, no, the way I see it, they're both pieces of shit. I will not buy from Purple. I will not defend that dipshit anymore who worked for the competitor while he was shitting on another company. Because you can't do that. That's actually illegal. It's not a matter of whether you should or shouldn't or should be able to. It's actually illegal. Let's see here. Oh, Jozu said, why is the YouTuber a piece of shit? Okay. So the guy, oh God, I can't believe I can't remember his name right now. I read it about 1,000 times yesterday. So anyways, the dude was closely affiliated with Ghost, which is the competitor to Purple. Ghost Mattress is the competitor to Purple Mattress. And the guy that's shitting all over the Purple Mattress and giving the Purple Mattress all this bad rap and calling out all this shit happened to be an agent of sorts, not officially hired by the company, but he was a champion of the Ghost Bed competitor company. So basically what was happening is, I think they call that libel. Shit, I don't know the legal term. Anyways, so it means that he basically cannot do that. He cannot go and discredit another product while working at a competitor because that's bullshit. I mean, you can't do that, honestly, right? I mean, just think about the implications there. You're believing this guy and what he's saying, and he works for the competing company that benefits from what he's saying. It doesn't work. But at any rate, the guy didn't disclose that he worked with Ghost Mattress. Much people went and did digging because, you internet people know how to dig. I know I've been doxxed enough to know that you guys know how to dig when you're bored and sitting at home with a bucket of popcorn and nothing to do. And so they dug up all of his old domain names and everything like that and found the registration. They kept finding a tighter and tighter tie between the guy that made the videos and the competing company. That's why that guy's a piece of shit. But the reason that Purple's a piece of shit isn't for the lawsuit anymore. I don't care. The lawsuit seems like it was a valid move from the company to somebody who's being a dipshit. But the company itself still a piece of shit because they're like, their mattress is filled with powder. And their explanation is, oh, it's no worse than your mattress being filled with dust. When you buy a new mattress, do you want a mattress full of dust? Do you want to unpack your mattress to have it full of dust? Do you want to jump on your bed and have particles of dust flying out of your bed? And then take that one step further. Do you want those dust particles to, instead of being organic material, be inorganic polyethylene material coming out of the mattress? No, the answer is no. If you answered yes to that, then you need to figure shit out. Let's see here. The way Purple handled everything was completely effing stupid, Joffin said. And I had to allow his comment because for some reason the filter is going crazy today and the mods, I don't know, do I have any mods in here this morning? Yeah, I do. Temecula, are you there or are you in bot mode? I know he's kind of got like a bot thing going on. Anyways, if any of my mods are in the channel, just read the comments that are coming up under the filter and allow them if they're not bad or derogatory. Let us see here. Thank you. Here, let me go through here. We got quite a few subs coming in and donations. Josh Bruce, $1. He said, never give up. Never going to let you down. Oh, yeah. Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around and desert you. Never going to make you cry. Never going to say goodbye. Never going to tell a lie and hurt you. That was literally his tip comment. So I felt compelled to do that. I'm sorry. Love your content. Keep it up from Mr. Chromatics. He donated $5. Thank you for the bits, Digiwolf, Henry, Lazarus, Digiwolf again, and Digiwolf again. Man, Digiwolf's just like... Matt, a.k.a. Boss Raccoon, again, thank you for that $5 donation earlier. And thank you for the follows. I can see every time you guys follow, I can see it. Every time you guys tip, I can see it. Every time that you guys fart, I can see it through your webcam because of Windows 10. It allows me to do that, to look at people's webcams while they watch me. I'm just kidding. If you believe that, I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay, we have 445 live viewers. Okay, so something funny happened this morning. So anyways, I made a joke yesterday. Let's see here. Daniel Georgiou 1478 tipped $1. He said, please make me a mod. Sorry, I don't mod for a tip. But if you hang around long enough and you're a good boy, I might just do it. Let's see. We have some Twitch Prime subscriptions from Thalarian Live. We got a Twitch Prime subscription from him. Matt Pat 139. We got a Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. If you guys are wondering what the hell I'm talking about, Bumper Jumper, thank you for your Twitch Prime. Okay, so anyways, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you get a Twitch Prime for free. That means that when you subscribe to my channel, you can actually use your Twitch Prime and it doesn't cost you any money. It's like a free subscribe you get with your Amazon Prime. subscription, and not just like the Amazon Prime where you get stuff in an hour, but like, Amazon Prime where you watch movies and videos and stuff. Ooh, man. Oh, my wife like loaded that with honey this morning. I'll be honest, honey and coffee isn't my favorite thing, but my voice has been a little rough lately. But I have been building my vocal cords. By me doing the stream every single day, my voice does not give out as easy. And that's a problem I've had for the last 2 years. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm so excited about that. Thank you, Foster81, for your Twitch Prime subscribe. Thank you, Michael McAllister. He said, do you read about the MSMP-Eng exploit Travis or Mandy found? Full-on remote execution, worth reading and discussing. Here's the write-up here. Ooh, look at you guys all bringing me topical things to talk about here. All right, so Monorail reported, let's see, is malware protection service is enabled by default on Windows 8, 8.1, and 10, and Windows Server 2012. So I'm guessing MSMP-Eng is probably a component of Windows Defender. And it's part of Microsoft Security Essentials, so yeah. System Center Endpoint Protection and various other Microsoft security products share the same core engine. Yep, okay. Oh, and it runs as NT Authority system level without sandboxing. Okay, well, I didn't know that. That's dangerous. So that you guys know, in Windows, there's different levels of execution you can achieve. There's administrator, there's system, and there's user. So, and you can tweak different aspects of those roles. But system is the highest level of execution. System means that there's literally nothing off limits to you in the operating system. You can modify and do anything at your leisure. So apparently the service that's responsible for finding and fixing malware has an access level that allows it to basically do anything, which means if something can exploit it, obviously it can use it for malicious things. Let's see here. We've written a tool to access NScript via command shell for testing, allows it to explore and elevate it. Oh, I'm looking at their script right now. Okay, it looks like they're running JavaScript. We've discovered that the function JS_delete_object_error_string reads the message properly from this object, but fails to validate the type of the property before passing it to JS runtime state trigger short string event in the pseudocode. Oh, wow, okay. So oh, wow. No, this actually looks legit. Before executing JavaScript, MP-Eng uses a number of heuristics to decide if evaluation is necessary. Once such heuristic estimates file, let's see, entropy before deciding whether to evaluate any JavaScript, but we found that appending some complex comments is enough to trigger this. Okay. The attached proof of concept demonstrates this. Oh, you know what sucks about this? Oh my God, this is what sucks about this. Is it looks like the exploit is from 4 days ago. It was published publicly, and I doubt they let Microsoft know ahead of time. So I am sure that there are probably 1,000,000,001 malwares out there now taking advantage of this. So what it looks like is they're taking advantage of the scanning engine to elevate their own code and execute it. So in essence, rooting the box. Because if you can run any code at the level of system, that means you can create accounts at system level. You can create admin accounts. You pretty much own the box. If you can execute anything at system level that isn't heavily and thoroughly checked, you are screwed. Rocks244, thank you for the bits. Lazarus, thank you for the bits. Dan, thank you for the $3 donation. Booyah, he says. Garth Vaderson, thank you for the 25 bits. Moving on, we got a couple hosts. We got a host from DigiWolf, and we got a host from Solijon, and thank you, Quinn Wizard. He said, glad to be back. And thank you again, Michael McAllister, for sharing that. I'm actually going to bookmark that so that I can look at it more later. But yeah, this is, oh wait, hold on. Update from Microsoft. Never mind. Microsoft does know about it. They said, hello, Travis. We have successfully reproduced the issue that you reported to us. We will be finishing our investigation and determining if we will address it in a security release. Oh, wow. All right. So there you have it. And it said, let's see, 2 clarifications. Defender is not supported on Windows Server platform except for 2016. And on our latest platform, RCE risk should be lowered due to the CFG on the platform where CFG is in effect. I don't know what that means, honestly. But yeah, Microsoft actually is involved in the conversation to fix this exploit, so I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if it isn't already patched right now. Microsoft moves pretty quick on stuff like that, like 0-day stuff that gives full elevation. That's like everybody's working 24 hours a day until it's done. Last Hand just gave me a bit, and he said, hey, you ever going to review that Puget laptop? The answer is no. I'm not. I refuse to review that damn laptop. You want to know why? Because Puget asked me not to review it because they're not selling them anymore, and they don't want 1,000,000 people trying to order something that they don't sell anymore. So what had happened was, I need to move, here, I'm going to move that little Muxy alert thing over a little bit. Okay, so Puget Systems no longer builds the laptops because they were based on the Clevo chassis. Actually, most of the laptop manufacturers that are aftermarket use the Clevo chassis, like Origin and stuff like that. I think Origin makes laptops. I'm not positive. But anyways, they use the Clevo chassis. Well, anyways, Puget Systems has stringent standards. Like, they are picky about what they run. And there were some nitpicks about the Clevo chassis that Clevo would not work out, and so they refused to use them anymore. Let's see here. Ace122301 said, "Morning, Jerry. Glad to see you're back to making videos again." So if you guys haven't checked the YouTube channel, after the stream, I uploaded a new video yesterday. Now, the sad thing is my ADHD basically had me upload a video that I did that was never supposed to happen, that kind of happened, and it was actually received really well, and people enjoyed it. And it was kind of a throwback to my old Barnacules, like 2 years ago, where I just grab a camera and run and gun. Where's the sound coming from? Did you guys hear that? Whoa! Bay Lincoln just dropped 10,000 bits. 10,000. Damn, dude. That is a lot of bits. That is a freaking lot of bits. Thank you, sir. That means a lot. Oh, dude, that guy just made it rain. Like, here, hold on here. Hold on. You are accepted for your friend request. You know why? Because that was a damn nice thing you just did. That's why. Thank you, Coded Vengeance, for your subscription on Twitch Prime. What the hell? What the hell, Coded Vengeance? You're just now subscribing? Come on. Come on, dude. He said, hey, just got back from the hotel and work. Figured since I'm not super tired, I'll come hang out for a bit. Yeah, hang out for a bit and mod my damn channel. Come on. Come on, bro. Anyways, Bay Lankham said, keep up the great work. Stay positive and everything will be brother. Everything will be brother? And everything will be brother. Why is that not making sense when I read it in my head? Stay positive and everything will be brother. Better? Maybe it means better. Better. But brother, I'm good with brother too. Geez40 said, I love your man boobs because I have them too. I love my man boobs too. You know what? Everybody, this is the funny thing, and I swear this is the truth, guys, okay? Some of you might not believe me, but I am actually quite content being a big guy with man jubs. I'll be the first, you guys have seen my videos. I'll put on swimming trunks, go jump in a freaking pool surrounded by freaking bikini models. I don't care. And the truth is, my wife's actually into big dudes. So that's when we got together in the first place. It's like she was just a little stick, skinny little rail girl. And I couldn't believe that she had any interest in me. And then later on, I found out that was just her thing. There are girls out there. You chubby guys of the world. There are girls out there that really dig chubby dudes. I'm not even kidding. That's a thing. And let's see here. Allow. Wait. I saw something. Someone said I touched their boob. Where'd it go? It disappeared. It disappeared. Oh yeah, it was zero to gamer said you touched my boob. Wait, zero to gamer. What? Who are you really? Because I may have touched your boob. I mean, I can count at least 5 of my friends that I've touched their boobs when I'm drunk. All male, okay? Just need to make that clear. All right, let's see here. Desmond Bradley cheered 5 bits. Thank you. He said, I hope you have a blessed day, Jerry. I will have a blessed day, Desmond. I'll tell you what, I'm not that religious of a guy, but you know what? I'm going to have a blessed day anyways, because blessed days sound fantastic. Unwell Skellington gave 400 bits. Thank you. Love watching your shows. Make my day less boring and a lot more fun. You know what? Same here. They make my day a lot less boring and a lot more fun. So, you guys want to know what happened yesterday? If you guys missed the stream, do you guys want to know why you're watching me on a new camera? Do you want to know? Do you really want to know? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So, because I'm a dipshit. So, this right here is a Sony RX 100 M3, Model 3. And you can see it already has a cracked screen on the back. I mean, this thing's been through hell. I've been using it for the last year. It's the camera I throw in my pocket that I take with me whenever I'm shooting video on the go. It's my vlogging camera. This camera's seen some shit, guys. So, yesterday I had it on a tripod sitting on my desk. Here, let me see if I can fire up camera 2. Hold on just a sec here. Camera 2. Hey, look, camera 2 works. So that's what we're on today, guys. That's that's what we were on yesterday. So, and this camera's only 30 frames per second, so that's why it's so much smoother when I switch back to this one. Actually, wait, this is only 30 frames per second too. What gives? Hold on. Hold on, I'm streaming at 60 frames per second. You guys are going to get some 60 frames per second, alright? You just hold on. You just hold your horses. Why am I in 4K mode? No, I don't want to be in 4K mode. I want to be in 1080p. Hold on here. We're doing it. You guys are like seeing all the menus, aren't you? All right, here we go. We're doing it. All right, the camera's rebooting. All right, we are now in 1080 mode. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me make sure we're in 60 frames per second. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we are, 60. All right, that should look massively better now, right? Or do I have to like restart the stream for that to work? Am I that still doesn't look like 60 frames per second to me. It is on the camera, but it's not on the output. Here, hold on. Well, let me open up the streamer here. Let's see, match frames per second, 60 frames per second, apply. No, still not 60. All right, hold on. Hold on. This is how Jerry do in the morning. I just figure things out by pushing buttons and stuff, and hopefully don't break anything. All right. Well, it currently says that I'm outputting at 60 frames per second. The video is currently active and outputting 60 frames per second. Okay, so why is the AVIO not outputting at 60 frames per second? Okay, hold on. I have an idea. I'm gonna replug the camera. Hold on. Let's switch to camera 2 so you guys don't have to. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this camera. And I'm going to replug it. And hopefully it'll resync the signal. It's 60 frames per second. And let's see if that worked. All right. No, it did not. I'm still not at 60 frames per second. What in the hell gives? For some reason, the HDMI out on this camera is not transmitting at 60 frames per second. I don't know. Does it look smooth? I can't tell. I mean, under OBS, it doesn't look that smooth. So I'm thinking it's probably not working right. See, that is most definitely not. Well, I don't know. Maybe that is 60 frames per second. I can't tell, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you for the bits, Ninja Blade. Thank you for the bits, Lechiness. Is that Lechiness? And thank you for all the follows, guys. When you hit that follow button, it makes my heart all warm. He said, I have the options for 720p 60 and 1080 60. So OBS is streaming at 60 frames per second. It's just the camera is not feeding a 60 frames per second signal. Why? Why? I even have it. See here, let me drop it to 30 and see what it looks like. Hold on. All right, so that's the 30 setting, and this is the 60 setting, and they don't look any different. Okay, I don't know what's going on. And I can see it on the screen on the camera. On the camera, it's definitely 60 frames per second. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna unplug the capture board because troubleshooting stuff live on stream is what you want to do. And I'm gonna replug the AVIO capture board and see if it resyncs the camera. All right, one sec. So now I'm unplugging the USB rather than the HDMI side. All right, let's see what we got. No, I'm just kidding. It's frozen. Hold on. I gotta click some buttons. I'm working on it. All right, let's move it to that one. Move it back to that one. And all right, now it's highest frames per second. Okay. Nope. I don't think it's 60 frames per second. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's just a lie. It's a lie. It says I'm streaming at 60 frames per second, but today we're not streaming at 60 frames per second. And I apologize for that. That is what we call in the industry a technical foul. We have 555 live viewers right now. Thank you, each and every one of you, for swinging by to watch me completely screw the pooch trying to be a live streamer. And let's see. Okay, anyways, back to my camera story. So this guy right here, it fell off a tripod on my desk yesterday. You guys can see it if you go watch yesterday's live stream, which is a VOD uploaded to the Twitch. I'm going to start uploading these to YouTube too, but just not broadcasting them to the whole audience. So you guys can watch them on YouTube also afterwards. But anyways, it fell on my desk, and it busted the HDMI port. Like, it doesn't look busted, but if you stick a cable in there and wiggle it, it's definitely busted. And so now this can't do HDMI out anymore, which means this is no longer my webcam. And I'm sad because that camera cost $1,000, and I bought it back when I had $1,000 to spend on a camera, and now I don't really have $1,000 to spend on a camera. So I threw myself on the sacrificial altar of Sony and asked them if they would potentially fix my camera for me because, I'm a big famous YouTuber, and, I how we throw our weight around and try to get free shit and stuff. So I tried, in Sony's forum being like, hey, I'm Barnacules Nerdgasm, I'm kind of a big deal. I'm like the 6th or 7,000th largest YouTube channel in the world. I didn't say that, but that would have been funny because it doesn't sound impressive at all when you really think about it. And I'm going to see if they'll fix my camera. And if they won't, I'll just pay to have them fix it. Hopefully the repair on it will be just a couple $100 or something. But it's worth fixing it rather than buying another one. But if I do have to buy another camera, I'm going to get the M5 version of this, which can do 4K. And so that'll be cool. That'll be really cool. So, you know, it's kind of like, it's weird. I will not repair stuff until it's broken. Like, oh crap, I moved the wrong element. Hold on here. I will not. Whoa, noises are happening. Krista Dragon says, have you ever used your voice to run macro commands with software like VoiceBot? Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, I use my voice to run commands every day. Watch. Hey Siri, who's the most pretty person in the world?
I'm not sure I understand.
Hey Siri, you're stupid and dumb and I like Google Home better.
After all I've done for you.
You ain't done shit for me. Oh, she turned off. I don't like you.
I'm just trying to help you.
She is not a liar. She doesn't even listen to half my commands. Anyways, yes, no, I've used some voice command software on the computer. I actually used to, back in the day, I used to use Dragon Dictate too. Because even though I can type super fast, I can still talk faster than I can type. So it works really good. Let's see here. Racked you apple ho. You know what? I'm going to allow that. Just, oh, no. Let's see here. Epic Leper allowed the message. Okay, good. Good call, Epic Leper. Chatman denied the message from Alphabet 17. Good, man. My mods are on it, guys. You guys may notice that the chat is not toxic on my stream. The reason the chat is not toxic on my screen is because of my beautiful mods. The guys that have the little green swords next to their name. There is a 2-second delay on the chat for you guys. And it gives them enough time to get rid of the nasty comments before you see them. And it makes it a very peaceful place. And the nice thing is, if they do that every stream, we get less and less the next stream. And then pretty soon it's a nice, clean, carefree environment. I'm not saying you guys have to censor the shit out of yourselves. You don't have to. You guys can have fun. It's just don't be dicks. Don't be dicks. Darwin 0006 said, Dirt 4 is coming out next month. Are you going to build your sim rig out for it? You know what? I need to build my sim rig. I really, really need to build that thing. Mainly just because I want to force Jay to have to race me in iRacing. Because I think I can take him. I think Jay doesn't stand a chance on any track in any car in iRacing once I get that thing built. Like, not even a little chance. So, and that's how I call him out. Because if I say that, then he'll have to race me. So, no, but I am excited about Dirt. Because I think Dirt's going to have, Dirt 4 is going to have the Dirtfish track in it. Which is the rally school that I went to several times. You guys can even see my videos on YouTube, me going to the rally school. Just do a search for Barnacules and Dirtfish. One word. Well, separate. Barnacules and then Dirtfish. One word. Let's see here. Last Hand said, are you going to get an S8 Plus? You love the Note 7. I would love to get an S8. Out of all the Android devices that I've used, that is the one that would have changed me. If they hadn't recalled that, I'd be using the Note 7 right now. Let's see here. A cool cucumber said, hey Barnacules, could you say it's time for Nerdgasm live for us? Guys, I recorded that years ago, but you know what? I will do anything for a tip because that's the kind of whore I am. It's time for Nerdgasm. Except for I don't have the spray cans to go ch-ch-ch. If you guys are wondering where that like steam came from or whatever in the video, that was upside down PC duster cans. And I'm not even gonna lie, I tasted that shit in my mouth for like a week after that. It was terrible. You were terrible. Thank you, Japman. You are welcome to ban that person. Thank you. Oh god, I don't even have to tell him. Japman's on it. He is on it. Man, I love you mods. You know what? Back when I used to live stream, I never really had mods before. Like mods that are on it. It's a whole different game when you have the mods that are on it. These guys are great. I also have the Discord chat up. He says, Camera 2 is way more rich color, too. Oh, the reason Camera 2 is rich color is because right now you're getting a flat color profile from the main camera. And then from this, you're getting the, what Logitech does. Logitech, like's got all kinds of, like, little tweaks and stuff. Like, watch, I can open this up. And then I can open up the configure video, and then I can go into video, and I can, like, literally, like, turn off everything and move the sliders so I can make it, like, anything I want and get it just right. I can the color intensity is, like, really pumped up. Like, look, now I can make it like, hey, how's it going, guys? You know what? I'm going to leave that black and white cam. I like that. I quite like that. All right, so that's going to be black and white cam, and then the other one's going to be color cam. So let's move back to color cam. And if I want the colors to be more vibrant on this, I think I have to adjust on the camera because there is no built-in mechanism. So I have to go to, hold on here, shooting mode. Let's see here, time-lapse photo movie. All right. And then I've got auto on. I'm going to change the mode. Hold on here. No, don't change the mode. Stop. I've never actually put a color profile on here, but there is a way to do it. It's like under image quality, I think. Let's see, image size. No, that's not it. Hold on. We're gonna find this SOB. Is it under camera? Okay, here we go. So white balance is on auto right now. Exposures on auto, shutters on auto. Let's see, low lux. I don't see anything for saturation. There it is, picture effect. So now I go like this. And now that should have made me, that's toy camera. So that's going to look like over the top. I can do pop, and that should have quite a bit more color. I can do that. I can do retro, black and white. Actually, you know what? I like this one. Did you guys like that one, pop? Let's see how that looks. See, that looks a lot better now, because now it's actually adding in some saturation and stuff like that and making me look prettier than I really am. Yeah, pop is the way to go. All right, moving up here. What am I using to do all this? You guys, okay, so I'm going to do a video on this. I can't give you an ETA win because you guys know my videos are like completely like random sauce. But I am going to do a video on how to set up OBS Studio and how to do everything I'm doing right now. Just like with the overlay here for the tip bar and the little tip cup down here and the little tip bar. I'll show you how to do everything of that in the video. I use something called muxy.io. You guys love my tutorial videos. I mean, they get amazing feedback. But the only concern with them is they don't get the higher viewership like all the other videos I do. But that's just it, is with Patreon, if I can get enough people to support me through Patreon, then I don't have to worry about the viewership being so high. I can worry about the core audience. And it sucks that I have to worry about such things. When I worked at Microsoft, I didn't have to worry about any of this stuff because I had a big fat paycheck every 2 weeks, and I didn't have to worry about money. But now you guys proverbially hold my internet balls in your hand, and you cup them and decide if I get to actually get up and walk, or you punch me in them and I kneel over and puke. I don't know. These are horrible analogies. Horrible analogies. Let's see. The AX won't output HDMI and 4K in record mode, only in standby. Jatman just said that on my Discord. I'm not recording right now, so I am actually I'm actually in standby. So, but I'm not outputting 4K anyways, because I can only do 4K at 30 frames per second. I can do 1080 at 60 frames per second with half the bandwidth. So it makes more sense. Let's see here. Norway Ultra Gamer tipped $1, said, "Can you please make more 3D printing videos?" Yes, I'm actually 3D printing some fidget spinners today, of all things, and they're actually my designs. Well, I shouldn't say my designs, but I was involved in the designing of them. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Michael McAllister said, do any of your computers run Intel Management Engine? ME, if so, it's highly recommended that you update your UEFI. See the following. Man, Michael McAllister's just like throwing down with all the information today on vulnerabilities. So, Michael McAllister, you are now my vulnerability guy. And where are you in the chat over here? Hold on, I'm trying to find... Where are you, Michael McAllister? Say something in the chat so I can see you. Because I don't have the user list up right now, and there's like 500 of you guys running around. Actually, 559 right now. And Irma Gerd Gaming, yes, I am printing fidget spinners. I'm actually going to print some on FDM and some on SLA. For those of you guys that aren't familiar with 3D printer, one I'm going to do liquid resin, super high resolution. Another one I'm going to do FDM with support. So hopefully that makes more sense. And if that still doesn't make sense, then you need to watch more 3D printing videos. Actually, Sinisterin just made a good point. Don't update your BIOS. You're going to brick your box again. Every time I've updated the BIOS on this machine, I've lost my RAID configuration and I've had to get it back. Now, I was able to get it back each time, but it sucks and it's hard. God of Vengeance needs a fidget spinner. No, I'll tell you right now, guys, the fidget spinners that I designed, I'm working with a US-based company too. And they didn't, and it's a company that I've actually done some stuff with before. We're going to be creating some fidget spinners. And I don't want to give too much away because I want you guys to be surprised by them, but they're not normal fidget spinners. They're not your typical fidget spinner. They're designed to have some advantages, if you will. I mean, if a fidget spinner can have advantages, right? Tryhard's Count tipped $10. He said, "Thank you for the hours of entertainment." You are welcome. Thank you for donating $10. Because that money goes to feed my family and towards the Lamborghini fund. Because I feel like since I'm such a good streamer every morning that you guys should buy me a Lamborghini Huracan. I think that's fair, really. I mean, I don't think that that's like egotistical or anything. I think it's fair that as a YouTuber and a Twitch presenter, I should be able to drive a $250,000, $150,000. I don't know. How much is a Huracan? I didn't even look. This joke is not working out for me. But anyways, oh yeah, that's actually funny. You guys want to hear about this? So yesterday, I tweet out, let's start at the beginning. I released a video about me jump starting my truck with a battery. And if you guys see my vehicles, my truck's covered in moss. The paint's coming off of it. My car, when you start it, more smoke comes out of the front than the tailpipe. I'm not going to make my problems your problems on that level. But anyways, I digress. The vehicles work and they still drive, so I really don't care. But anyways, I made the joke of, if I get enough Patreon supporters on patreon.com/Barnacules in the video, I said, if I get enough supporters on Patreon/Barnacules, I'm going to go to the Lamborghini dealership and buy a Huracan, which is like pretty damn fast Lamborghini. And, so anyways, a guy took me seriously. And he replied back and he said, you're a piece of shit fraud. We're not going to buy your Lamborghini for you piece of shit fraud, or something like that. And I replied back to him and I said, what did I say? It was something like, joke's on you. God, why can't I remember this? It's because it's morning. So I said, anyways, joke's on you. Yes, you are going to buy the Lamborghini for me. Just go look at my Patreon. All I need is 200,000 more patrons. And I'm going straight to the Lamborghini dealership and there's nothing you can do about it. And I copied that and I put it on Twitter. And it was funny because Lamborghini actually responded to the post. And I thought that was pretty funny. So then I promptly responded to Lamborghini and was like, hey, do you guys happen to have a car in the area I can review? Because I would love to shoot another Cargasm for you guys. And if you're wondering what happened to Cargasm, there's only one episode. We review the Mercedes CLK 63 AMG edition, which is a rare car. There's only 300 of them in the States. It's a beast of a car, too. The reason I haven't made another Cargasm is because my co-host, James Rimmer, has been off doing GRC stuff and being a race car driver. And he is a good race car driver, and he's becoming a better race car driver. And I don't want to get in the way of that. So I told him that I'm going to go ahead and continue the Cargasm series moving forward on my own or with somebody else, because I didn't want the pressure to be on him that he had to do it. Because he kept messaging me, oh, dude, I'm going to try to be there. I'm going to try to do this. Let's try to pick this date. The dude was really trying, but it's like, I don't want that kind of stress on him when he's out there trying to be a race car driver. So anyways, he'll show up on some shows in the future, but for the most part, I'm going to do Cargasm on my own. It'll probably be very similar to like Doug DeMero, how he does his stuff. Where it's just solo. It's just me running and gunning. And if I can get somebody to participate with me, hey, all the more fun, right? But if I can get Lamborghini to give me a Huracan to review, you guys will see a Cargasm in like 24 hours. Let's see. In real life, Subaru repairs and roll a D20 for the stabilize from the original Moose. Why am I not getting that? In real life, Subaru repairs and roll a D20 4-2 stabilize. I don't get the 4-2 stabilize. Moss up tipped $1 said, hey Barnacules, do you still use the TP-Link 470 Plus multi-WAN router, or have you changed it? Yeah, no, I don't use the TP-Link anymore. I now use a service called Mushroom Networks. They're a proper link aggregation that can do upstream and downstream, and they link aggregate 3 connections. 2 of them are cable, and one of them is LTE. The LTE connection is just a failover, and it just makes me basically DDoS proof, because it all aggregates and goes through Amazon's back end. So if I get DDoSed or whatever, it just hits Amazon's data center and not me. So I kind of feel bad for Amazon, but hey, what are you going to do? And Mushroom Networks, they have been an amazing supporter of the channel. You want to know how much of an amazing supporter Mushroom Networks are? They have been hosting me for over, I want to say 2 years now. They have swapped out the appliance twice, and they've never asked me to make a video yet. Like, they're not ready to make a video. The only thing I ever did is I wrote a statement about them and what they do for me, and they put that on their webpage, and that was it. Like, they've never asked me for anything. So, and they're super attentive. Anytime I have a problem, I just mail them, and they're like instantly back to me. Oh, we're on it. But yeah, Moss up, to answer your question, I do use multiple internet connections still. A single internet connection is not a good idea when you're in this business, because if you're on a single internet connection, there's always the odds that somebody is going to find your IP address, and they're just going to sit there and hammer on it with a bunch of LOT devices on some botnet using low Earth orbit cannon or whatever little script kiddie thing that they can find. And it's just what kids do, right? I mean, kids get bored. They want to feel powerful. They want to be acknowledged. So, I mean, I'd be lying if I told you I never DDoSed anybody, okay? When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, DDoSing was all the rage, except for we were attacking modems. It was like the guy with the 56K would beat out the 28.8, and the guy with the ISDN would kick the 56K guy's ass. And back then, it was more of a funny thing that we all did on IRC just to push each other's buttons. Now it's escalated to the point where it's like global thermonuclear war, where everybody's just attacking everybody all the time, and it just gets way out of control. Desmond Bradley said, cheered one bit, he said, in search of DDR2 desktop and laptop RAM, 2G plus, for free PCs for children in need. So if you guys have any DDR2 desktop or laptop RAM laying around, please contact Desmond Bradley in chat. He would be happy to pick that up and give it to children in need. Mr. Renegade donated 5 bits. He said, you should come to Missouri next year for a 100-acre wood rally race. The only way I'm coming all the way over to Missouri is if I am in that race. So if you can find somebody who'll loan me a car, preferably something not too expensive, because it'll more than likely get broken, I'll go race it. I got enough rally points. I can get my rally license. Like, you know, I've got enough time behind the wheel in a rally car and professional instruction that I can actually enter into a rally. I just need a caged car, a Hans device, a helmet, and I'm good to go. But don't expect me to win anything in a car that I've never been in before. Unless it's if it's a Subaru STI or a Subaru BRZ, I will throw down. Any other car though, it's going to be a learning experience. And I'm not being completely serious. I'm not expecting you to like give me a car to race. But if you do, I'm not going to say no. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Scrolling up, because that's what I do with my mouse wheel. I'm going to come over here to the chat. Oh, noises are happening. B-Boy Nitrous is now subscribed to Twitch Prime. That is awesome. When you guys subscribe to my channel, it helps me out every month. And the best part is it tells me that you guys enjoy what I do enough to get a notification in your sub panel saying Barnacules is online. And that means the world to me. That makes me wake up in the morning. That makes me wake up and not hit the snooze button and actually physically get out of bed and jump in the shower. Sorry, I had a boogie in there. Oh, it might be time for another Mucinex D. Best medicine ever. I'll tell you what. So, no sponsorship there. Oh, wait, can you get drug sponsorships? I'll have to contact Mucinex. Mucinex D is like the best medicine ever, but you have to get it from the pharmacy, and they take your driver's license and write it down because they think you're going to go and like process it into crack, which I'm sure some people know how to do. I don't. Let's see. Leggy Work tipped $5. He said, go to car dealers, Bentley, Lamborghini, Rolls Royce of Bellevue. Ooh, hold on here. I'm gonna put this over here. I get you. That's close. That's within a 45-minute drive. So I could. Ooh, I'm gonna have to message them. See, hey guys, can I borrow a car? Because here's what would be really good for Cargasm. I already know somebody who has a huge car collection, but I'll be honest, I'm kind of scared to like go check things out of this car collection because everything's like super duper crazy experience, like Porsche GT3 RSs, Porsche GT2 Widowmaker, Porsche 911 Turbo, Renault Turbo 2s. I mean, everything's like Lancia, you know, Stratos type stuff. I want to review those cars, but I feel like I need a lot more experience with Cargasm before I start really jumping into the crazy stuff. So it'd be nice if I could find a local dealership, because dealerships are nice, right? The cars are all, my insurance will work on all those cars, everything. They've got a system in place for test driving and covering the car, so I'd feel a lot more comfortable going and test driving a Bentley Arnage or a Lamborghini if it came from a dealership versus an individual party. But if you guys happen to live in Washington State near the Seattle area and you have a fancy car, I'm not talking about a Honda Civic, okay? Don't get me wrong, I like Honda Civics. Unless it's like a Honda Civic with 600 horsepower, then yes, by all means, please contact me. But I would love to come and review your car. If you've got something that's exotic and a little cool, or something that you think you could show up at Redmond RTC with, the Exotic Car Fest thing, drop me a line. Hit me up on the Barnacules Man Cave at gmail.com and let me know, because I'm looking for another car to review. And honestly, I want to review my STI, but it's got mold growing on it and smoke billowing out of the front from 2 valve cover seal leaks, and I really don't want that to be my next Cargasm video. Jock Spice, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you, Milton the Epic, for hosting. Scrolling up through here. Let's see here. Shugi Oh My just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. We also have Baboy Nitrous just subscribing with his Twitch Prime. We have a nice mix of Twitch Prime subscriptions and regular subscriptions. That's awesome. And thank you, Daniel Renee, for your subscription via Twitch Prime. Now, the difference with the Twitch Prime subscriptions is you have to come back every month and reapply it. It just automatically expires and goes away. Whereas a regular subscription is reoccurring and it automatically does it every month. Obviously, the recurring stuff is more dependable by me, but I love it all. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you're willing to give me your Twitch Prime, I am willing to receive it into my digital soul and absorb it and roll around in it. All right, I'm going to go play around and chat here for a little bit with you guys. I'm sorry, I usually interact with the main chat more than I have this morning, so I apologize for that. Thank you, George Fern, for your subscription via Twitch Prime. We have, let's see, going through here, Mr. Trevor88 said, do a redneck review of your STI with the smoke and it would be hilarious. You know what? That's not a bad idea, actually, because I am, at my core, a redneck. I really am. You guys see all this technology and stuff around me, but I am like one step away from a hoarder with 50 cars in a barn. G said, would you be interested in doing a stream for autism awareness for donations? I actually do live streams every year for children in need, for autism, for cancer. I will be doing all of those things. Depending on the live stream, I might collaborate, but you have to realize, and I know this sounds bad, I have to try to find bigger YouTubers than me to collaborate with because I need to maximize the impact and maximize the viewership. So joining a smaller stream wouldn't be as beneficial to the children and everything as joining a larger stream and getting more viewerships and more donations for that. So in that case, I really do try to find other large people to collaborate with on the streams and play the games, but for the children, to get as much money as possible for like Seattle Children's Hospital and stuff like that. Let's see. GM Poison said, have you ever considered setting up another Bitcoin mine? It's very profitable to mine right now, especially if you have cheap electricity in Washington. Okay. This is a sore subject for me. Let me clear the snot out of my system here. Okay, so my Bitcoin mine has been shut down for a year. I shut it down because I had an extension cord running out to my shed that I thought was going to burn my shed down because the cord got so hot that when it snowed, it created a trough like this away from the cord because it was putting off so much heat. So I decided that was a bad idea, and I retired the mine. Well, right after I retired the mine, Bitcoin jumped from 360 up to 700. Then it jumped up to 1,200, and now it's at 1,700. Had I been mining that whole time, I probably would have made close to $20,000 in Bitcoin revenue. So I basically gave up about 20 grand, I basically gave up about 20 grand by shutting down the mine over a year ago. And the reason I shut down the mine was because difficulty was too high, profitability was too low, so I was only making like $4 to $6 a day. If I had kept the mine running through that whole thing, every time that it doubled like that, I would have been just pulling in that Bitcoin. And I could have sat on all that Bitcoin. And dude, I have bad luck with Bitcoin, let me tell you. And by bad luck, I don't mean that I didn't make money from it. I mean, my bad luck is I always sell when it starts to go up and I never hold out, and then it ends up doubling right after I sell. And it's done that 3 times now. Let's see. J Deep saying Sashdev. J Sadeep Hashdev. Oh my God, sorry guy. You're my favorite YouTuber, and I'm also a tech YouTuber. Fantastic, man. Keep doing it. Man, Draco just subscribed with Twitch Prime. I will tell you right now, YouTube is a battleground. There are 10,000 new channels starting every single day. Everybody is fighting for the views. And the policies are changing. Ad revenue's down. It's definitely one of those things that people don't realize. When something is successful, it's the whole monkey see, monkey do mentality. When something is successful, everybody wants to do it. So everybody does do it, and then it becomes saturated, and then it's no longer successful. Then the next big thing happens, rinse and repeat. Then the next big thing happens, rinse and repeat. That's why you always have to diversify and stay ahead of the wave. I would tell you right now, and this is my advice to you guys, and you're probably going to thank me for it someday. If you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you want to do it professionally, like I do, like for a job, or a live stream, try picking a platform that's just starting up. Take a bet on some of the smaller platforms like VidMe, and was it StreamMe, VidMe? There's a couple of them. Or if you're doing YouTube, VidMe, go to those, because you can literally climb to the top of the ranks, like the top 10 channels on those platforms like this, because they don't have much adoption. But then you basically keep doing that. You stay loyal to the platform. You evangelize the platform. And then when it finally does blow up and it starts getting huge momentum, you're already up at the top riding the wave. You can't do that with YouTube anymore. You're not gonna jump on YouTube unless you light your balls on fire and run through the road and jump over a chicken and kick a mailbox and, while wearing a flamethrower and have a purple tail. You're not gonna go viral in a way that's gonna cause your channel to be like the top 10 on YouTube. You're just not. The top 10 is a protected space. Well, it's not so protected anymore. I mean, now they're chasing off people like PewDiePie and people like Phil DeFranco and stuff like the guys that do news and things like that, and they're controversial. They're all getting run off the platform right now. But you bet your ass they're going to run off that platform and go to another one and do exactly what I said and take over the world. So it's best for you to do it first. And I'm actually, I did create a VidMe account. I haven't uploaded any content there yet, but I probably will start uploading to VidMe. I can already tell, looking at how small the network is, it's not going to be profitable, if ever, for me. But it's one of those things where it's like I do kind of want to invest in a couple of different platforms, because even though YouTube is the biggest, and I've been highly successful on YouTube, and I still am highly successful on YouTube, I've learned in this business over the last 2 years, you do not put all your eggs in one basket. That's why I have a Patreon. That's why you guys can donate directly. That's why you can tip through Muxy. That's why you guys can become a patron. You can also watch my live streams here. You can watch ads on YouTube when you're watching my videos. You can share my videos. I have like 15 or 16 different sources of revenue, so those sources of revenue can all be really small, and then they can add up to something that I can live on. And that way, if one of them dies, I don't have to go back to work tomorrow behind a desk job at a company, which is what I would have to do if that happens. So diversification is key, guys. This is some good advice that I'm giving all you guys if you want to be online. And the other thing is, don't do YouTube with the expectation that you're going to make money. Or at least a lot of money. You're always going to make a little money as long as you get some viewership. But you're not going to make a lot of money until you heavily invest into it. Just to give you guys an idea, the first 2 years that I got serious about YouTube while I was working at Microsoft, I invested $79,000 into the hardware, the build out, the camera equipment, the audio equipment, the editing software. Over time. It wasn't like all just like bam for the YouTube channel. Most of it wasn't specifically for the YouTube channel. It was just stuff that ended up making the YouTube channel popular. 3D printers, television, stuff like that. That was money I had when I was working at a day job. I don't have that ability anymore, but I've already gotten over that hump. I've already got an audience that enjoys what I do and an ability for getting companies' attention to send me products to review for you guys that you enjoy and things that I need. So I've reached that level where that can happen. But at the same time, a lot of people have the misconception that that's all they got to do. Just rinse and repeat. Just create a YouTube channel, make content, and that's going to happen. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying the odds are pretty low, and I don't want people to ever have that misconception from me that my channel just became super popular because I just made videos and uploaded them to YouTube. It became super popular because I uploaded videos to YouTube of 3D printing and large format gaming and stuff before anybody else was doing it. That's what made me popular. I make no mistake about that. I have no problem giving credit to what was successful and what was not. I don't have to defend, it's my personality that grew me to this size. I mean, it played a part in it, but honestly, the jump that I needed to get ahead to where I have SEO, where people can organically find me and things like that, and that's like search engine optimization for the guys that don't know. That was all. Let's see. Yoso Snail said, how much was he making? I can't tell you how much I was making at Microsoft, but it was roughly 4 times as much as I make right now as a YouTuber. And I can still survive. See, luckily for me, I grew up really poor, guys. I grew up in a house that my grandpa built. My dad was a drywaller and worked largely off the books. And because he was out of work most of the year, we were on government assistance most of my childhood. And what that did is that instilled in me this fear of ever living beyond my means. Like, no matter what. Like, even when I got the job at Microsoft, I lived in the cheapest apartment in town, even though I was making good money at Microsoft. Then when I bought a house, I bought the cheapest house that I could find. My house is only 1,600 square foot, including the garage. It's tiny, and it's on a 5,500 square foot lot. So I don't even have a yard for Xander to play in. Just, I got a little demo yard that you can park a truck on, but that's about it. And I'm not complaining. I absolutely love it. But the reason that I chose this is because of that fear of coming from no money. You always think that you're going back to no money. And that was a good call on my part, because when Microsoft laid me off, it allowed me to live longer off of my severance package. And it allowed me to get my shit together and start doing this and making it work, because I didn't need a massive amount of revenue. I still needed quite a bit because of my son's insurance. My son's insurance was astronomically expensive. But even that's come down now that he's gotten out of a lot of his ABA therapies and stuff for autism. But it's been a hell of a roller coaster ride. But I'll tell you right now, a lot of people that got laid off with me lost their houses, lost their vehicles. And by lost, I mean they had to like trade down because they didn't have enough money to sustain that. Because they were all living in houses that cost them. My house payment every month is only $1,500 for a house near Seattle. That's like, to put things in perspective, because you might live in an area where that's like, holy crap, that's expensive. To put things in perspective, my closest neighbor pays $2,000 a month for a house that's really no better than mine. Across the street, the houses are $800,000 and up, which means your monthly payment would be close to $5,000 to $6,000. So I've always lived well below my means, and it's actually served me well. Now I'm able to ride out some of these storms. And my wife really wanted to get a big house and a big yard and everything like that. But it's one of those things where I don't feel comfortable with that. Like when I was working at Microsoft, I could have easily went and bought a Tesla when I was working there. And I never bought a Tesla because I was like, if I buy a Tesla, I'm going to have this car payment every month. And I don't want to do that. And I'm glad I made those decisions, because being frugal like that, and I know you guys are like, frugal? What is all this crap? Okay, I did spend an absorbent amount of the money that I saved on technology and things like that because that's what made me happy. But my point is, I always live well below my means. I live at probably half. Well, not today. Today it's starting to line up because I'm coming down and prices are going up and property taxes and everything. But I'm still alive and I'm still kicking and things are still moving forward, and I love that those decisions that I made early on enabled me to do that. All right, let's see here. Jatman said my 800 square foot apartment is $1,300. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I only pay $200 more a month for an entire house, dude. It depends on where you live though, because for like a 600 square foot apartment in downtown Seattle, like in one of the high rises or whatever, I mean, will cost you like $3,500 a month for 600 square foot. It's absolutely insane. So I'm happy, and I kind of live out in the boondocks. I don't live in the city. I live out where like cow pastures and stuff are. Let's see here. Scrolling up through here, we missed a couple of Twitch Primes. Man, Draco, thank you for your Twitch Prime. We have Merritt Schmidt. Thank you for your Twitch Prime. We got Tin Clay. Subscribe for 3 months in a row. I love it when that pops up. So Tin Clay has been a subscriber for 3 months. And also to let you guys know, when you subscribe to the channel, you get a badge next to your name in chat that I see. And that badge actually evolves and changes the more months that you're subscribed to the channel. Think of it like a rank. Vampire Goat said Seattle is expensive. Yes, Seattle is insanely expensive. Spanky Bear said my house near Seattle is $875,000. Yeah, last time I think my house appraised at where I'm at right now, it's gone way up. I think my house appraised last time I looked at it like $350. But when I bought it 10 years ago, it was $249. So I mean, it's gone up a third. G said, when are you doing another Nerd Block video? I don't know. I've had a lot of people ask for more Nerd Block unboxings, and to be honest, I'm kind of itching to do them again. But if I do it, I want to make sure that I get you guys a coupon code or something, though, so you're not paying full price when you get it. Let's see here. Karoe TV said, shout out, please. Make my evening, please. Also, keep up the good work. Yeah, of course. Of course. I can't give everybody a shout out, but when I see one here and there, I'll do it. What antivirus software and firewall to use? I just use the built-in Windows Defender, and then I use Avast as a backup that I run periodically. Let's see. Michael McBird. Oh my God. Speaking of insurance, were you not able to buy a personal insurance policy from Primera? They told me only catch is having to live in Washington. No, we actually do have a personal policy. Actually, wait, no, we're not with Primera. Never mind. I think we're with one of the other companies like Regency or the other one. We couldn't go with Primera because they were too expensive. And to let you guys know, I pay $1,230 a month. $1,230 a month. That's a house payment for most people. Just for my insurance for myself, my son, and my wife, because of the insurance level my son needs. And that's not including the deductible. We all have a $6,000 deductible, which means even though I'm paying that much a month in insurance, I still have to pay out that $6,000 deductible before the insurance kicks in and does anything for me. It's absolutely ridiculous. Our insurance system is such a freaking scam, but I can't afford not to have it because my son, all it takes is him breaking one arm. He's done it 3 times now. Breaking an arm, and that's a $32,000 surgery at Seattle Children's. Yellow Coolin said he's wearing the same shirt. I love this shirt. I wish that I still had my t-shirt shop up and running, and I probably will start it up again, but it ended up just not working out. The t-shirts were too expensive. The shipping and handling was too expensive. People just weren't buying them at a volume that helped me. It actually became a point of stress. And when something becomes super duper stressful to the point of where actually, that's a good point. We should talk about this. We have 615 live viewers right now. That is fantastic. Our record for one of these morning streams is 700 viewers. So if you guys want to go out and tweet these out, put it on Facebook, put it on Craigslist, put it on Ashley Madison. I don't know. Call up your local news agency and let them know that I'm streaming live right now. Let's see if we can get that sucker up to 700. If not, just for a minute before we shut down the stream. But I want to talk to you guys about killing your babies. Okay, killing your babies. It's not what you think. First time I heard it too, I was like, huh? Oh yeah, that doesn't sound legit. Okay, so in video editing, there's a term, and it's called killing your babies. And you can look it up. Look it up on, like, Urban Dictionary. Actually, probably don't look it up on Urban Dictionary. They probably have some, like, disgusting thing for it. But anyways, killing your babies is when you're editing video, you go through and you basically cut out a lot of footage that you really love and you really want to keep in order to make the video more cohesive, faster, and fit into a time spot. It's really hard to do when you're the person shooting the video because you have an investment in shooting that video, so you want to put all that video in or as much as possible. And then you end up creating a story that's too long, too drawn out. And you guys have seen this a million times on my channel because I suck at killing my babies. I can't kill them damn things to save my life. But let's see. Somebody said, is it killing your darlings? I don't know. It might be killing your darlings in certain part of the world, but here in the United States, it's killing your babies. And I've heard it from like at least 10 different producers now. So I'm thinking, and editors. So I'm thinking that that's the term that's used here. So anyways, killing your babies doesn't just apply to video editing. It applies to life and it applies to business. Killing your babies is if you don't think something's going to be successful or something isn't successful or it's going backwards, you need to learn that there's a point at which you need to let it go. And the same thing goes for my YouTube channel, guys. As soon as my YouTube channel drops to a point where I don't have enough patrons or I don't have enough ad revenue coming from YouTube or everything, I have to shut the doors. I have to close it all down and go back to work. And then I go back to Google, I sit behind a desk, and I make, 4 times more money than I'm making right now, writing code for Google. But that's not my passion. That's not what I want to do. So I'm willing to take a lot less to be able to continue doing this as long as I can keep my family's bills paid and keep them happy. So killing your babies applies to life. I will kill my babies at any point if I need to. It's important to know that. You have to be able to walk away from something. You have to be able to say, this is failing. You can't treat it like gambling. Like here's a good example. Analogy would be, you go to the casino, and I just did this a couple of weeks ago. I went to Las Vegas and I went to the casino, and I went in and I spent $20 in the slot machine. Now, after the $20, I put in another $20 in the slot machine, which is uncharacteristic of me. I usually go in with just $20 and spend it, but I happen to have another $20 with me. When I put the $20 in the machine, my mentality is, well, I did win a couple of times, and then I went back, and I won a couple times, and I went back. So if I put this other 20 thing in, I'll just wait until I win again, and then I'll pull the money out, and I'll be ahead, or I'll get my money back, and I'll be good. Well, lo and behold, the machine took my $20. Okay, the lesson learned here was, if I had just walked away after losing the first $20, I would still have $20 to go do something else more productive with it. So, but if you're in Vegas, you're going to gamble. I mean, that's just that's why you go to Vegas. But you'd have that $20. Well, the same thing applies to life. If you're doing something or you're at a job where you are barely scraping to get by and you are going into the hole, and every paycheck and every paycheck and every paycheck, you're going further and further into the hole. It's time for you to start taking some risks and look for other stuff. It's time for you to go do other things. It's time for you to explore other avenues. It's time for you to move back in with your parents if that's what it takes for you to generate enough capital to go try something else. But don't keep hanging on to something that's failing year after year after year thinking that it's going to be successful. And I see so many people do that. And I'm not talking just online. I'm not talking about YouTubers and live streamers primarily. I'm talking more about the people that go and start a business and they expect it to be like crazy good, and they invest $50,000 in it, and they don't become profitable after 2 years, because businesses aren't going to be profitable immediately. You have to give them time. But they keep hanging on to it, and they're like, I know, this is going to be successful. It's not. It's not. You need to learn to realize, and listen to other people too, because everybody around you will give you feedback when you're circling the drain. Listen to them and walk away. And I'm sure there's probably 5 people out of the 600 that are in the stream right now that this is resonating with, because I've been there before and I've tried to hang on to stuff, and don't do it. Don't do it. If something is successful and you're seeing progress, keep doing it. But if you are stuck in the same rut and you're not going anywhere and you're just spinning your wheels over and over and over again, hanging on to, oh my God, this could, just one day this is going to work. I know it's going to work. Don't. Because your time would be better spent figuring out something else to try. Because then, 5 or 6 or 7 failures down the road, you're going to find the one thing that works for you. And you're never going to find that if you're stuck and hung up on something. Mr. Renegade, thank you for the 20 bits. He said, why not set up a multi-live stream server to Twitch and YouTube and Facebook or whatever platform you want? Well, I am a Twitch partner. That means I'm partnered on their platform, which gives me certain benefits. But one of the rules of being partnered on Twitch is that I cannot live stream simultaneously to another platform. I can, however, still live stream on YouTube only when I'm not live streaming on Twitch. And I can copy the VOD from here up to YouTube so that it's available to the rest of my viewers. So I can do that, but it's, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. That was gross. Let's see here. Carrie TV said, can I send you a private message for a new shirt selling shop? I think you will like it. Chances are I probably already know about it. I know about all of the shirt shops right now. They've all contacted me or reached out to me to do merchandising. I just after my first experience with the t-shirt shop with these, I went with really high quality shirts. I went with a water-based ink that you can't even feel from the fabric. It's not plasticine. You don't feel that weird texture. It feels the same as the regular fabric. And because I invested so much, the shirts costed a lot, which means I had to charge a lot, and then with shipping and handling and processing and everything, people were paying $24 for a t-shirt, and it wasn't doing well, so I stopped. So if I do another shop, I'm going to try to get the t-shirts down to like 14 or 15 bucks in reasonable shipping and handling. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. Let's see here. Taunt said, hey, when did you get your first gray hair? My first gray hair happened, and unsurprisingly, right after my son was born. When I was 31 years old, and my son popped out, the gray hairs just started going plink, 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 because we were awake 24 hours a day in a hospital, and my son was like literally stopped breathing like every 15 minutes. There was always some emergency for like 3 months. We went through this. And you know, we could barely leave aside for a half an hour here and there to eat, and I'd go home and feed the cats and come right back. It's a long story. You can watch some of my videos I've done in the past. I've talked about it, but yeah, no, gray hairs just popped up everywhere. But now you can see the acceleration of the gray hair. I'm starting to get the pepper head. So let's see here. We have 600. Wait, how many? We got 610. We have 621 live viewers. This is awesome. Welcome to the stream. If you guys have never been here, this live stream, I do it every single morning that I can at 8:30 Pacific time, and it usually runs till about 10, so about an hour and a half, and I'm trying to do it every single day, and this is my reward to myself and you guys for waking up every morning at a fixed time like real people do when they go to real jobs. I hate it when people use that term, real job. You know what a real job is? A real job is something that you do in the service of something else that gives you money. That's a job. That's literally by definition a job. When I worked at Microsoft, I wrote code. Microsoft used my code to improve their products, sold more products to people, got money for that, and then paid me a portion, not a percentage. I wish they paid me a percentage. Paid me a portion of that money for doing that job for them. That is no different than what I'm doing right now. I'm providing a service to you guys. I'm hoping I'm providing a service to you guys. I'm hoping that out of the 620 people in here, you guys enjoy watching my live stream every morning, enjoy my content that I upload to YouTube, and enjoy my social media interactions. I hope that you guys enjoy that, and in return for me using my time to do that, you guys actually support me through watching ads, direct support, Patreon, all of those things. You guys, it's death by 1,000 cuts in this business. Instead of one boss handing me a paycheck for all of the money, now it's a bunch of you guys all handing me little bits, and those little bits add up into a paycheck. So that's why I always say that you guys are my boss. If you're on Patreon and you're one of my patrons, even at the dollar level, it doesn't matter, even at $1 a month, you guys are my boss. You're going to be the primary people that I'm going to try to cater to. I'm still going to do everything that I was doing before, but you're the ones that I feel like made a personal investment, like an active, conscious investment in my future. And so you guys are kind of like my focus group. You're the ones, if you're ever over on Patreon, you probably see the messages that I send out and stuff, asking you guys questions, running polls and stuff like that. It's because I really value your opinion, because somehow I resonated with you guys specifically more than everybody else, to the point where you wanted to help support me directly. And so that's huge. That's huge. But you guys all support me. Even the guys that if you just watch my videos, even if you use an ad blocker, which I wish you didn't, but I understand why you do. It's one of those weird, not Adam and Eve, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of things going on there. I understand, but please, if you use an ad blocker, would you at least share my videos so that potentially somebody could watch it that doesn't have an ad blocker? Because if everybody ran an ad blocker, I would make nothing, and I couldn't do this at all. Pookie Potato just gave 50 bits. He said, did someone say bits? Yes, they did. Last Hand also gave a bit. He said, Stream Deck video. I am sorry for the delay on the Stream Deck video. Today, after I end the live stream, I have to edit all of the footage from the VR in the float tank and upload that today, because we have an Alt Space VR live demo tomorrow over on altspacevr.com. It's kind of a weird, like, you float around in VR and talk. Anyways, I'm giving a talk with Captain Design TV and the guys over on Glitched. It's the Glitched VR talk show over on Alt Space VR. It'll be all over social media. Just check my Twitter, check my Instagram, all that. It'll be all there. But I'll be on there tomorrow. So I have to get the video uploaded today that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. I'm way late. I was supposed to get it out yesterday, but instead I edited that battery video. I live a very random life, guys. Thank you to the tip bars up to $72 of the 500 goal. You guys, it doesn't matter how close we get to that goal. Every dollar I get closer to that goal, you guys are helping me out tremendously, and I love each and every one of you for the consideration. Same for the bits. The bits are awesome. I mean, that 10,000 bit. Look at that crazy gem that's next to the bits bar. I've never seen that one before. That's awesome. You guys are being great. We've had 17,200 bits during the course of this stream, and each bit is equal to 1 penny, so you can work that out. All that stuff really, really helps out. Dilly Daddles Callywagger. Dilly Daddles Callywagger. Dilly Daddles? Dilly Daddles Scallywagger. There we go. Dilly Dally Scallywagger. God, I gotta figure out where those pauses are. Cheered a bit. He said, hey, you missed my last donation. I have a GPU usage spikes from 0 to 100 constantly in games, and CPU usage maxes out around 40%. 650 watt power help. Thanks. That's not uncommon. Once your GPU is maxed out, it can't issue any more instructions to the CPU, and sometimes the CPU isn't taking a very large load. Your CPU usage isn't going to hit 100% in all games. It depends on the game. It depends on how graphically heavy it is versus strategy and how much stuff is being processed on the CPU. There's absolutely nothing there to be concerned about spiking from 0 to 100% constantly when you're in a game. Now, if it was doing that while you're just sitting on the desktop doing nothing, I would start checking your background applications to see what the hell's going on. Thank you, Frank, for the $1 tip. Thank you, Henry8600 for the 500 bits. He's another guy just throwing them bits down. Just. We also got Pookie Potato with his 50 bits. Thank you. One Man Sky is now following. Thank you so much. And I am going to get that Stream Deck video out if it kills me by this weekend. Hopefully on Friday is what I'm shooting for now. This weekend's going to be a little bit of a sad weekend for me because I have to go to a funeral for my friend Aaron Brown, his wife. And I mean, they're dear friends. Aaron is actually responsible for me actually getting the nerve to call my now wife to ask her out on a date back when I was working at Microsoft. Anyways, if you guys have been watching my social media, you know that his wife was hit by a truck near Pike's Place Market in Seattle. Actually, that detail wasn't in there, but I'll share that with you guys. She was hit by a truck, and yeah, she died almost instantly. And my buddy Aaron now is left with 2 little girls, and he's completely in shock. He's completely in shock, but they did a GoFundMe, and you can find the link on my Twitter if you guys want to go contribute. But they've already raised, I think, $140,000 through the GoFundMe because she was really well loved. Everybody loved her. She was a personal trainer, super go-getter, almost like motivational speaker level, and she was super healthy and everything. And it just that one thing, you can't take life for granted, guys. So I'm going to that funeral on Saturday, and so I'm guessing I'm probably going to be offline that entire day because I don't handle funerals well. Like, I just don't. I'm a very emotional guy. It's one of those things where I don't snap back. I'm going to be, that day is going to be gone for me. And Sunday, I'm probably going to, I don't know if I'm going to do the morning stream on Saturday before I go. I'll have to see what time I need to leave. But I might try to do it. But Sunday, I don't know if I'll do the morning coffee with Barnacules. I'll announce it, though, on social media. And I'll do, like, a scheduled thing here on Twitch so you guys can see if the show's on or not. But I highly doubt that Sunday I'm going to be... that'll probably be the day that I don't do this. Because it's really, really freaking hard to do that when you're so emotional. But I'm so happy that so many people jumped in and supported him because... at least now he's got enough money that he can hopefully handle the legal expenses that are involved with this guy hitting and killing his wife. Hopefully he can put some of that money away for his 2 young girls. And I mean, they're really young. His 2 young girls so that they can go to college someday because Adriana, his wife, who passed away, she was a very educated and very, but she loved books. She loved learning. She loved doing those things. So, and she wants the same for her children. So hopefully that'll enable Erin to give them what she couldn't because of her untimely death. But I want each and every one of you guys to know that life is not guaranteed. Waking up every morning is not guaranteed. I go to bed some nights wondering if I'll wake up in the morning, and I ponder it. And so... it's hard, man. It's hard with depression. It's hard with those things to wake up positive every single day. But you have to do your best to enjoy every minute that you have because you might not have another minute. And I hope that every one of you guys take that completely to heart. Optimus Perky, thank you so much for your $17 donation. He said, just cause. Evil Scully donated $10. He said, needs more Codegasm. I know. The Codegasm thing, guys, is coming. It's coming. It's like winter is coming. In the Game of Thrones, it's coming, all right? And I want to get Greg to help me with it. So my buddy Greg, he needs to bring me back up to speed. I haven't coded in several months. And I'm really, really hoping that he gets involved in the Codegasm episodes moving forward so that we can sit down and do some really cool stuff. But I want to write some awesome apps, like doing stuff with social media integration and stuff like that. I want to show you guys like what kind of really cool stuff you can do in the cloud space with some code. So that's definitely coming down the pipe. I can't give you a schedule because I am so backed up, guys. I got to review the Stream Deck, the Sense, which is the power unit for the house that monitors all your power. I got a couple of keyboards. I've got a NAS with 60 terabytes of storage. I've got an HTPC that I want to review. Puget said I didn't have to review it, but I'm going to review it anyways because I love it. I've got a 3D printer to review. I've got so much stuff to review and so little time. Like, time is running out that I really, really have to stay focused and get stuff done. So when the clock hits 10, I'm going to go ahead and spin the stream down. And I'm going to get to work on the video that's going up later today. That's for the live stream I'm doing tomorrow with AltSpace. I also have to talk to my business people this afternoon. For those of you that don't know, I finally incorporated. Being a sole proprietor is not good when you're trying to make a living online, because the U.S. government takes about 18% more tax from self-employed people than they do from somebody who reports to an employer. I don't really understand why that is, but at any rate, I worked with an attorney to form a corporation. I am now a legitimate corporation, but now I have to get on a call with lawyers, fill out a bunch of paperwork, go create a bunch of bank accounts, go create this thing and this other thing and do this thing. It's so much crap, guys, that you have to do that. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting. So I got to deal with that this afternoon, but it's all for the greater good, because once I'm a business, then I'll have some new opportunities that I can do that will help me out moving forward. And some of those opportunities are, instead of having all my revenue come directly to me, I can actually have the company start absorbing some of that revenue and doing some stuff with that revenue to increase the channel without paying as much taxes on it as I am when I just take it now and say, go buy equipment for my channel, which is the wrong way to do it. Let's see here. Vampire said, why not just an LLC? I'm not going to get into the details because I don't understand them well enough. But after talking to my tax attorney and my bookkeeper person that I hired that works directly with YouTubers, they both suggested an S-Corp over an LLC for some tax liability reasons in the field that I'm in right now. Let's see. Alex the Dinosaur is now following. Thank you so much. Deca Ohm just tipped $5. Thank you. He said, loving your videos for years. Funerals are sad. Been to 12 for close family. I can't handle them either. Stay strong. Yeah, the last funeral that I went to before this last one was for my buddy Greg. His mom passed away, and that was rough. That was really, really hard to watch and to go to. And then before that, it was Jason. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know my good friend Jason that I used to work with at Mothersburg Computers. He died from a complication with cancer. And so I went to his funeral too, and they take a lot out of me. They take a lot out of me because they call it a celebration of life. We're not going to a funeral, we're going to a celebration of life, and I need to beat that into my head. I'm not putting on a black suit. I'm not going to mourn a loss. We're going to celebrate a life of somebody who's really special, and I need to keep that under control, because if I go in there and I start crying and start getting all erratic, everybody else is going to start getting worked up. I need to go in there and have my game face. That's what I need to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in there and be strong for Aaron, because Aaron needs me, and I'm going to be there for him no matter what. Let's see. Q Mark in the corner said, how's the makerspace coming along? The makerspace, it has a table, and it has a carpet. It has a couple 3D printers set up, but they're not plugged in. So in other words, it's going slow. It's going slow. But today, I'm going down to move the Ultimaker 3 onto the desk and the Form 2, which is the SLA 3D printer. I'm going to move those onto the desk, and I'm going to start them printing some fidget spinners and doing some time lapse for a video that's coming up soon, because I want to get a video out on that by Tuesday before I leave Wednesday to head down to Bay Area for Maker Faire. I will be down in the Bay Area 3 days before Maker Faire. We're going early so that we can get some stuff done. And so if you guys are in the area down there near the Bay Area in California, I probably will schedule a meetup. So just keep an eye on Twitter for when I announce when the meetup's going to happen and where it's going to happen. And I'll announce it like a day in advance so everybody knows. Because I would love to meet a lot of you guys in person. That would be cool. Let's see here. Shugi Omai said, I pay for YouTube Red and don't get ads. Does that still hurt you? Do you get revenue from that and watching your content? Also, how do you like floating? Keep up the great work. Say hi to Xander and Miss Barnacules for me. High five. No. If you use YouTube Red, you actually help me out a lot, because YouTube Red takes a portion of your YouTube Red based on how much time you spend watching my videos and gives me that portion of that monthly subscription. So YouTube Red actually does help out a lot. I would say in many ways it actually helps out more than ads, because it's more of a guaranteed revenue as long as you're watching my videos. Ugh. I hope this cold goes away pretty soon. This sucks. Desmond Bradley said, you got this, Jerry. Just think of the girls if depression rears its ugly head. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know if this is good or not, but the girls are young enough that I don't think they really understand what death is. Like, they don't understand that mommy's gone forever and she's not coming home. I don't think they really are old enough to completely grasp that. And I think that that's going to haunt Aaron for a little while, and it's going to make it hard for him. But at the same time, I think if they did know that she was gone forever, the grieving would be so freaking horrific. I don't know if he could handle it. Like, Oh, I don't know. I'm speculating here, but I can't imagine that situation. The reason this has affected me so much is because I keep reflecting. This is my friend. I grew up with him. We've known each other since we were 4 years old. He lost his wife. I could have just as easily lost my wife in the same way, or my son. And I cannot even wrap my head around that happening. Like, that's not even a scenario I can entertain. I can entertain getting shot. I can entertain falling off a building. I can entertain getting into a car accident. But losing my family, like, just boom, like that, with no warning, no chance to say goodbye or nothing, I can't even wrap my head around that. I really can't. Let's see. I saw the other day that Adam Savage will be there. Yeah, Adam Savage is usually at most of the Maker Fairs down in the California area and the conventions. So chances are I'll probably see him. I probably won't get a chance to talk to him, though, unfortunately. I don't think Simone Yetz is going to be down there, which sucks because I really wanted to meet her and I keep missing her. Let's see here. Compt 3D. How much do you know about metal 3D printing? Well, there's different types of metal 3D printing. I know a little bit about all of the different types of 3D printing. And I'm sorry, a couple people said, can we stop talking about this? It's sad. Yes, I'm not going to talk about the funeral anymore. We're done with that. We're past that. It's just something that I need to talk about. Let's see here. Going through here. Chris the Dragon said, I'm going to be starting a Maker